Hi. Hello, hello. Uh, can you hear me? You're muted, love.
I thought I unmuted. Sorry. I was just saying you look beautiful.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. So do
And
you.
Souli's just on her way as well. She won't be long, she says. So.
Okay, awesome.
How are
Hello,
you feeling?
Robbie. Oh. Okay. Oh, I'm so excited. Oh, I'm so excited. Woo-hoo.
Oh, sorry about that, Susan. I was a little bit.
Oh, honey, no worries. I usually have people register, but I just wanted to have it as an open meeting.
Oh, lovely.
Okay, my goodness. So I'm so excited. The energy is shifting. Can you feel it?
Yeah. Oh, you made it, Ingrid. Excuse me.
Okay.
Can I just get a jumper? Is that all right? I'm just
Oh,
realising
yeah,
I'm getting a little bit cold. I'll be back in a minute.
absolutely. Okay, let me just. I don't like this new thing where you have to admit everybody. Like before, they could just join and you didn't have to worry about it. Okay, welcome. You guys are so awesome. You're all a few minutes early as I asked. Beautiful. Okay.
Susan, thank you for doing this. And thank you, Kara and Souli. Thank you.
Oh, I am so ready for 2021.
Yeah.
So I like to do this every year, to bring in, to clear the energy of that which no longer serves us, and to breathe in the energy that will serve us well. I'm seeing a lot of new faces. I'm so excited. Welcome. Okay. Hello, everyone. Wow, I think every single person showed up early. Perfect. I love it. Okay, beautiful. Okay. All righty. Hi, everybody. Who is ready to say goodbye to 2020 and to welcome in 2021? Woo-hoo. Yay. We're almost there, people. We're almost there. I'm going to do the closed captions. All righty. Okay, let me just make sure everybody's in. I think so. I am seeing a lot of new faces. I'm so excited. Hi, Janice. It's good to see your face. Great to see you. And Souli and Sherry McQueen, nice to meet you. Welcome, welcome. Oh, Irma, always happy to see you, my beautiful friend. Okay. Hi, Mina. Okay, so if for you guys that are new and don't quite know and love me as of yet, my name is Susan Bradley Portfield, and I am the coach's coach. I love to play with coaches. It is my mission to help new coaches step up, step out as the leaders they were born to be right from the start. I not only teach them how to build their business, I also give them lots of opportunities to shine their light, such as interviews, Facebook Lives, my summits, my live panels, any way I can imagine to play with coaches. I'm all in. So, I just need to change a setting. So just bear with me for one moment. Let me see. Okay, settings.
Hi, everybody.
Hi. Okay, so while I'm changing the settings, Souli, would you please introduce yourself to those that do not know and love you yet?
Okay, so I'm Souli Yates, and hi. And I was lucky to find Susan just after leaving the QSCA, and she kind of bridged that gap as you leave that wonderful place, and suddenly you're out there in the world, and you think, ah, she bridged the gap. She helped me. She pushed me. She shoved me at the right moment to go out. But I've been a channel for over 20 years. I opened a channel, over 20 years ago now, but never actually used it as a business until I started to become a coach and started to use coaching and realizing that channeling was what my main thing was. It's been part of my life for all of these years, consciously. And so I'm a verbal channel. I don't leave my body. I'm not a trance channel. I remain, or part of me remains, at a distance, and more of a distance each time I channel. And so yes, I bring in through higher information. The main person that comes through at the moment is Viwamus, who is an ascended master, and also works with the collective, but it is a collective consciousness of all of, actually, in fact, all of our higher selves, everybody, all. That's why they call themselves the collective. It's a collective consciousness. Viwamus is an essence of that I bring through. And he has a lot of messages for humanity to assist at this time. Is that enough? Do you want more?
I always want more. I always want more. So I often have sessions with Souli, and Viamus is my light guide, I guess. So thank you for agreeing to play with us today. So although 2020 has been a very, very tough year for most of us, there is a lot of gifts that 2020 brought to us, right? So 2020, everything got dismantled, right? Everything in our institutions, in our governments, in our neighborhoods, in our communities, nothing will ever be the same again. And this was destined. This was destined to be so that we can build something better. Oop, he's not muted. If that's your dog, could you please mute yourself? It's so weird. I see everybody muted. Oh, Lori, I'll mute her. Okay. So even though as painful as it has been, a lot of sickness, a lot of suffering, a lot of people out of work, a lot of uncertainty, right? You know, trying to do your job and have your children remote learning as well is very, very challenging. But had we made the changes that had happened on our own, it would have taken us 1,000 years, right? So this dismantling is actually a gift, because now we can reimagine, recreate, and rebuild in a new and stronger way. So when the coronavirus, the first time I heard the words coronavirus, my guides let me know that it was going to be a long hauler, right? That it was going to be something that we were going to just deal with for a month, and then it was going to, you know, we're just going to go back to normal. The reason why, my guides help me understand, the reason why that it's been taking so long is because this is actually the Great Awakening. We thought we had the Great Awakening in 2012, right? But no, this pandemic has forced us to be, I don't want to say isolated. It has forced us, it has stripped away all those things that we thought were so important, right? Like getting our nails done and doing lunch and doing this and doing that and shopping till we drop. And it has stripped away all those things that we thought were so important. So we can really go within and realize and discover on our own for ourselves what truly is important to us. Do we really like that job that we've been doing for 10 years, right? Are we happy in our relationships? You know, you know, what do we want to create for ourselves? So as painful as 2020 has been, I really want you to think of the gifts that 2020 has brought, right? And hold on to those gifts. Hold on to those gifts and those lessons and all those amazing things that you have discovered about yourself that you didn't know before, right? And for everything else, all that stuff, right, that irritated you, that just hit you in the face, so to speak, it's time to release it. Take the lessons, bring those forward, but everything else, it's time to release it, okay? Because we are in such an exciting time. We are in such an amazing time right now. And so with one of the greatest gifts of 2020 has been that corruption has not been able to hide, right? I mean, even as cunning and as sly as these corrupt beings think they are, for some reason, all their dirty deeds are coming to light so that we can see, right? So we can see. Karma has really risen to the occasion of 2020. And and as well, like the racial injustice, right? The problems in our governments, in our police, in our schools, all of it is coming to light so that we can see what still needs to be healed, right? Those spaces and places that we thought that we didn't pay attention to, right? Because we were on that hamster wheel just doing our thing, you know? But these are gifts. These are gifts that now we see where things are broken. We see where the pain still lies. We see it. It's right here. And so now we get to choose. We get to choose how we move forward, right? We have a clean slate. I seem to say that every year, but this is truly, truly, right? The slate is clear. And so we get to choose moving forward what it is that we want to create. Now, if you're on this call, I know you're light workers. I've changed that word to light weavers. I hope you guys are okay with that. Anything with the word work, I just don't believe in work. I don't do work, okay? So light weavers, that it's our job to hold the light, to share the light, to be the light for others. And so until they can hold the light for themselves. Does that make sense? So today I'm so grateful to all of you to come here and join as we are going to, in just a little bit, receive the light and then project the light and the love to every single person on this earth. And it's, if they are open, they will receive it. And just through our intention, we can make a great difference. And today of all days, because Jupiter and Saturn are conjuncting. And when I first heard that, I'm not, I don't really follow the astrological aspect of spirituality, but I was curious. I'm like, what do you mean they're conjuncting, right? So it just means that Saturn and Jupiter, even though they do this every 20 years, that they're so close, like they're even, they're on the same, they're like 0.06 degrees from each other. So this is super powerful. It only happens once every 800 years. And I am going to let Kara to explain this in more detail. I asked her if she would mind just sharing what's happening in the skies, what's happening in the universe. So thank you, Kara.
Thank you, Susan. Apologies if you can hear my dog snoring in the background, but he loves to sit with me whenever I'm on these calls, and I always have to make the same apology every time. Yeah, so it's a really exciting time, and I want to take a moment to congratulate every single one of us for being here at this time, because I think we are here in this epic moment and we've all helped to birth this moment. And so I really honor everyone. And I'm also really proud of my own self and just everyone in the community. So thank you for that. I just love it. And I've been so excited for this time, and I just love the energy of it all. So thank you. So really we're shifting from the age of Pisces into the age of Aquarius. And the age of Pisces, if I'm correct in me saying this, is that it was brought in at the time of the birth of Jesus. And that was when that age began, and we've carried on through that age, and we're now birthing this new age, this age of Aquarius. And the age of Pisces was really centered around structure and order and organizations and organized religion, and it was very centered around the idea of the divine masculine, so a lot of action, okay, and doing, you know, and working and striving and struggling, and it also represented you know, polarity within the systems. So for example, the poverty that we see and the immense riches that we see, so that was all part of that age. And so no wonder we've had the experiences that we've had up until this point, because we've been in that age of Pisces. And now we shift into the age of Aquarius. And it's very interesting. They talk about the age of Aquarius very much being like the water bearer. And many people use this idea of the water bearer as this symbol, if you like, for the bearer of consciousness, and that we're now flooding the earth plane with the Christ consciousness, this idea that we are all one, and that we're all going to awaken further and further to the truth of who we truly are. And the age of Aquarius, the Aquarius is actually an air sign, and air represents communication. And so I think what we're really going to see now from now on is this idea of enhanced communication. And I think we'll see that in our day-to-day lives with just communicating and transversing with each other. But I think on a much larger scale, we're talking telepathy, we're talking being able to connect more to our higher selves and to be in communication with our star families, our partners and our families that we have in other solar systems, in other galaxies, and having a stronger communication with our creator. So I love that idea of communication is right in there. So it's exciting to see what will transpire as we shift further and further into the age of Aquarius. And we also see it with the two planets coming together, with Saturn and with Jupiter, where again Saturn has has held this idea of structure and rules and routine, and for many of us, these structures and routines over the years have perhaps served us very, very well, but now we're at a point where we actually need to kind of shed a lot of these structures, and they hold less of a place for us as we shift forward. And bringing that idea of the connection then with Jupiter, which is really it represents a kind of a humanitarian aspect as well. So we're also going to feel into the humanitarian aspects, and we're going to have much more compassion for one another, and we're going to a lot of the social injustices that we see and political all of that is just going to fall away because of Jupiter's influence in what's happening right now. So it's just such an exciting time, and the fact that we are here birthing these very first steps just feels like a complete honor. And to know that we're on the path and we've done it, we've made it to this point, and from here the sky's the limit. And it's not to say that it's going to be lollipops and rainbows and unicorns every step of the way. We're gonna be faced with a lot of our shadows, you know, that we still have to honor, love, and respect. But to know that we have finally reached this age is just wonderful. So thank you, Susan, for letting me just briefly explain some of that to the listeners.
Thank you. So I did a little research last night, Karen. So the so my understanding is that Pisces was the pyramid, right? That's why there's this tiny little portion of humanity that has all the wealth, all the power, etc., right? And the biggest difference moving forward, the age of Aquarius actually begins on January 20th, which I'm excited about. That's the day that Joe Biden will be inaugurated as well here in the United States. And so Aquarius is all about equality, right? So everyone having a say, everyone having a voice, you know, no longer is it, so instead of it coming from the top down, it's going to be more of an even playing field, a sharing of the wealth. And the beautiful thing is our gifts, the gifts that we possess, the healing, the coaching, whatever your particular gifts are, these are going to be seen with much more value, right? They're going to be given much more value, and in the future, it will be even included in healthcare, right? So coaching and in all the forms of healing that we provide is going to be widely accepted. Can I get a hallelujah on that, right? Like, hello. So, and humanity needs us. Humanity needs us right now. They may not need a doctor for physical ailments, but every single person on this planet has been affected by COVID-19, by this pandemic. And so, and so my understanding too, Kara, is that as we move forward into this new way of being, this more compassionate, more empathetic way of being, this more accepting, this they show me just a vision of kind of like a village where everyone is helping each other, right? And so there's going to be people that want to resist that, right? But we have to just allow them to be who they are, and just release them with love, meaning you don't have to release your family members, you don't have to disown them or anything, but to just allow them to be where they're at. But still, you know, there's no need to try to convince anyone, to just do what you came here to do, to live your purpose and to be who you are, and to allow them to be where they are. And so, yes, Sherry, yes. So I was given a vision a couple of weeks ago of someone having their one foot in one world and another foot in another world, right? And there was a cavern in between. And that is what's happening. right now. It's almost like we're living in two different realities, right? But we just have to really honor our own truth and live in our own truth and be in our own truth. And you wouldn't be here if you weren't a person that serves others. So thank you for being here. So much healing is needed. And my guides, with the help of Viamus, thank you, Souli, allowed me to see how much power we actually do have to send light just through intention, to send love. We are energetic beings. And so they allowed me to a couple of things. They allowed me to sort of in my mind rise above the earth. And as I viewed the earth, the portion of strife and anger and division, it's only a small portion of humanity. It's just polarized in our news media, right? Because I often say, you know, we could have a peaceful protest over here with 1 million people, but if there's a fight or a fire in the city, they're going to report the fight or the fire. They're not going to report, oh, there's lots of love and light going on here, right? So I want you to realize that most of humanity wants peace. Most of humanity is love, is kindness, is compassion. And even though it might seem like the anger and the strife has taken over the world, and some days it feels that way, right? It's so not true. The second thing my guides, Viamus, aka V, because I can't pronounce his name, allowed me to see was that I am light, that we are light, right? That we are of the same spark. And when we come together in groups like this, that we have the power to move mountains through our intention of sending light and love to humanity. So, you know, even when I get upset at something that I hear, you know, afterwards I'm like, all right, breathe. And then I just through intention send light and love to that person or that situation. And I can feel that it makes a difference, even though I can't see it. I just know it and I trust it. So, so I would like to first have Souli, thank you, Souli, bring in the beings of light and give us a message. And then we will fill ourselves with light and then send it out to the world. Okay, everybody good?
Thank you, Susan. Excuse me. That's a good start. Thank you, Susan, and thank you, Cara. Cara, that was a beautiful. Where is she gone? She disappeared. That was such a beautiful description, and I learned a lot from both of you, Susan. There, I'm not into the. Well, I'm not that I'm not into the astrology side of things. I don't have a knowledge of it, so it was very interesting. Thank you, both of you, for that. That was really beautiful. So I'll just, without further ado, I'm going to get Viamus in, and he'll have messages. They always say use discernment, always use discernment with anything that you hear, see, listen to, read. Tune into your own heart. If it resonates with you, run with it. If it makes you feel good, if it uplifts you, run with it. If it doesn't resonate with you, let it go. So anything that's said here, you know, tune into your heart and see whether it resonates with you, and I'll just get his nibs in. Greetings, beloved ones. I am Viwamus. So first we are going to take a moment here, if you are able to, or if you feel drawn to, put your hands upon your heart center. We are going to transmit to you to open up a space, if you will, a portal of quietude almost, a portal where there is no disturbance, perhaps a bubble of light or possibilities here, so you can best experience the magnificence of your being, for you are all, each and every one of you, magnificent, multidimensional beings of light. Whether you are consciously aware of it or not, that is your truth. So feeling into the space now in this extraordinary, magnificent now moment, you are in a new world. So for now, we wish for you to breathe into this space and get a sense, and we are assisting you by dropping from your head that analytical part, that beautiful brain. But now we wish for you to experience through your heart. That is your true place of wisdom. So as we assist you with the transmissions, and as you intend now to drop from your head to your heart, namaste, 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 namaste there. Feel into, expand your awareness into the space where you are sitting. It is as if you are sending out feelers. Get a sense of the energy. Get a sense of it, because it has shifted exponentially. Now it may feel just an increment, and that is fine. Whatever you are sensing is perfect. It has shifted. So as we are assisting you now, just breathe deeply and expand into your space. And those of you who wish to expand even further, expand as far as you feel that you are able to do, because in truth you can go on and on and on. Through eternity, that is how immense you are. But for now, just get a sense of the energy now. This new world that you have arrived in, that you have called into being. Definitely a time of celebration, beloved ones, but also a time of extra compassion, kindness, sensitivity. This is a time where perhaps, if you, a way of using an analogy is, it is as if you have landed on a new planet and you do not know how it operates. So on the one hand, there is the excitement of this new space, but on the other hand, you still are human beings that have an emotional body, a physical body, and a mental body, and a spiritual body. You are still experiencing all that is within this new space. So know that there will be those, including yourself, who will be triggered, perhaps even hair triggered for a while this new space is integrated, while you expand into the experience of it more and more. So as this happens, we urge you all to have a greater compassion for those you are with and with yourselves. If there is a reaction in a situation that is out of proportion to the situation itself, take a moment to just pull back and open a space for you to realign. This was brought through just now for the pioneers of heart space. So if there is chaos, if you are able to in that moment, it is almost as if just your awareness will open up a portal and you will be in alignment. And therefore, from that space, you will have a greater compassion, a greater understanding, a greater sensitivity for all those around you, because there will be those. And some will be kicking and screaming, not literally perhaps, but with inside. So it is for all of you. They need you all at this time, beloved ones, all of you, each and every one of you. You are going to be called into service. You already are in service, but never before have you had such a need within the earth plane as now. So it is a potent time. It is exciting, but a great sensitivity is needed now, and a delicacy. There is a fine and delicate balance now as you are feeling into this new space, as you are experiencing your humanness within a greater expansion, if you will. A fineness, a quality of a lightness of being, if you will, a gossamer lightness of being. And very, very soon, with your assistance and with your awareness, everything will settle, and the sparkles of this new place will settle, and then an even more greater sense of harmony will be integrated and anchored upon the earth plane. It is a beautiful time, dearest ones, and it is indeed a time to celebrate. Well done, all of you. Well done, the light workers upon the earth plane who have been calling the light in. The light has been flooding the planet, yes, but all the light workers have been doing the work. And you are all magnificent in your own individual ways. You are all magnificent, and we thank you. We thank you. We thank you. So now we would like to take you on a small journey, if you will, to get a sense of your capabilities in a greater expression of who you are. So take a few moments now with your hands upon your chest to breathe into your heart space as we transmit to you. The angels are surrounding you. The beings of light are surrounding you. Your star brothers and sisters are with you, your guardian angels. All your teams are here. Nature is with you. The guardians of nature are here. All are here with you now to assist you on this journey and to be with you as you take this journey. So just to get a sense of your physical form now, breathing into your physical form, your exquisite vehicle during this experience, this linear experience of time. Get a sense now of the roots going down into the earth, playing like a child, using your imagination as the portal, as the doorway to all possibilities. Extending a grounding cord now from your spine down into the earth, deep, deep, deep into the earth, effortlessly. Feeling Mother Nature, feeling that heartbeat of the mother connecting with your own physical heartbeat. As the earth energies, those nurturing energies of the mother start to move up through your physical form, soothing your physical form, bringing everything into balance. It is as if a mother is holding you now, tenderly and loving you. As this beautiful earth energy moves up through your physical form and out into the cosmos, connecting now with the central spiritual sun far above your head and that exquisite waterfall of photons of light falling down all around you and through your energy systems, your physical form, mingling and dancing in a dance of love with earth energies, connecting in with your DNA, codes being activated there as the beautiful cosmic energies move through, attending to any imbalances effortlessly, breathing deeply all the while as these beautiful cosmic energies move through. You are and always have been grounded and connected, but what we are doing now is we are assisting you to consciously connect with that truth. Breathing for a couple of moments here deeply, calling light to yourself. And as you breathe out, allowing all that no longer serves you to melt away into the earth, to be recycled and returned to you as frequencies of pure love. Breathing into this space now, as you see yourselves all in a circle of light, connecting heart to heart round the circumference of the circle. And if you feel the urge to do so, you may hold hands, feeling the love and the amplification of your heart space within this divine circle. As you now travel in your imagination out into the gridworks of light that surround the earth, so you are expanding your circle as you are being joined with hosts of angels, ascended masters, star beings, dolphins, whales, unicorns. We ask you to suspend your disbelief, beloved ones, just for a few moments. You are all surrounding the earth now, all finding your node of light, your soul node of light, within the gridworks of light that surround the earth. And as you look upon the earth plane now, for a moment, we will show you the earth a few days ago. However you sense this, feel into it, experience it, is perfect. You cannot get it wrong. So just feel into and experience what you are experiencing. It is all perfect. So as you view the earth now, as she was, we will now transition through the portals, through the gateways, into the now moment. And now look at the earth and take a few moments now to adjust to the greater light here. And we are assisting you with this, beloved ones. Get a sense now that these grid works of light are now flooding love to each of your heart centers, as you are also responding by transmitting love outwards. So there is a flow through the grid works of light that actually go right through the earth now, as if the earth is suspended in a web of light, nourished by the light, as she herself transmits outward from the activated crystals at the center of the earth. There is a beautiful synergy here. And now we ask for you just to intend to offer love, to offer light, to offer blessings to the earth plane, and see how effortless this is. And get a sense of the increased light here, as you yourselves are basking in unconditional love, frequencies of pure, divine, unconditional love. So as you are transmitting to the earth, you too are receiving a deep healing. And as this happens, we are assisting you with other transmissions to align you and to harmonize you with this new earth. There are activations here to assist you. because you are the way showers, beloved ones, and there are many, many, many upon the earth plane. And we are also transmitting to them. So all the way showers and the light workers are being harmonized to the new earth now. So you will have a greater understanding, awareness and compassion, perhaps not a greater awareness, perhaps it is a fine tuning. There is more delicacy needed now in the awareness. And perhaps some of you are getting a sense of that now. So as the earth is being bathed in your love, so you are basking in the transmissions that are in answer to your gifts, to your blessings. Just take a few moments now, beloved ones, to breathe into this. And some of you may even hear the angels singing. Some of you may hear the dolphins, the whales, any animal. There are many hummingbirds here too, beloved ones. Hummingbirds represent joy, and there is an amplification in this new world of the frequencies of joy. And how beautiful, Susan, that you call light workers light weavers, because that is very representational of what you light workers do and what we all do. We weave experiences into creation. We choose the colors. We choose the we even choose the twine, shall we say. You choose every part of it in each and every moment. And it does not mean that if you choose something that you do not want, that it is disaster. It is just that in the next moment you can choose differently. But you are all weaving light patterns and creating marvels moment by moment, constantly in the eternal now. Beautiful, beloved ones, that is enough for now. There is a shift in perspective and perception, and we are now sensing that you are all at some level getting a sense of your immensity, if you will, your magnificence. And so now as this all fades away and you very gently come back into an experience of your physicality upon the earth plane, feeling your feet upon the earth, breathing into your physical form, getting a sense now perhaps if anything has shifted. Just notice, do not judge. Breathing into your physical form, connecting briefly into your grounding cord, grounding into the earth. It is important to be fully in physicality at this time, because there is much that you can achieve by being in physicality. And connecting briefly with the central spiritual sun, and now getting a sense of source light flowing through, anchoring into the earth, connecting with the crystal at the center of the earth, then bouncing up and through your heart centers like a radiant sun, 360 degrees in all directions. You are radiant lights, beloved ones, and it is time. It is time. It is time. So taking a few deep breaths now, beloved ones, as you sense your physical form, wiggling your fingers and your toes, stretching if you need to, very gently bringing yourself back into full waking consciousness and awareness, with perhaps a delicacy there now, an understanding of the delicacy of the awareness that is needed at this time. Open your eyes when you are ready. And to all of you, beloved souls, thank you, thank you, thank you. It is time to recognize your divinity, your sovereignty, and to be of service to all those that as yet have not connected with theirs but will do. For now, beloved ones, with so much love for each and every one of you, you are so cherished and so loved. I am Viwamus. We are the collective together in unity as one. Namaste.
Oh, that was so amazing.
Sorry, he takes longer to go out than come in. Not that he goes out necessarily, but that's my experience of it.
He knows where the party is, right? He knows where the amazing is. That was so amazing, Souli. I love how I the images that I was receiving throughout that transmission was amazing, amazing. And so it's so exciting to know what is to be, what is coming for us. It's just such a gift. You you have this amazing community too, and I know a lot of your people, your pioneers as well, are here on this call, and I'm so grateful to all of you for being here, all of you pioneers, because I know the importance of what you do and what you bring to the earth. Souli, so you do calls like this in your heart space community, right? And
Yeah.
so, so, um, so can you share a link with people is there a link that you can share that people can find out more about your community? Because it is such a beautiful space to really explore your spirituality, to tap into the fullness of who you are, right? In truth. So, so please share that. That's beautiful.
Yeah, sure. I'll just get it up. Sorry, Susan.
So I want to just go back to the Saturn and Jupiter coming together. They're calling it as they meet, they're calling it the Star of Bethlehem or the Christmas star. So this sets a tone for this shift in consciousness, the shift in how we are, the shift in the way we show up and serve. And so I'm very excited about that. And as we move forward, our gifts, our intuition, our connection to our guides will become easier, right? Because, well, I don't know exactly why. I just I know that because it is about communication, that the way that we communicate with each other is on a much deeper level. And the way that we communicate with our spirit team and our guides is going to be kind of like a phone call, right? It's going to become more clear, the messages that you receive, the messages that the images that you get will be more clear. You'll be guided like you've never been guided before. It's no longer like, is that me or is that my guides? It's, you're going to know. It's So it's really important, if you don't already, which judging on the people I see here, I know that you do already, but connect to your spiritual team. Even though you cannot see them, they are there for you to assist you in any way that you need assistance. Asking it is given is a very real thing. So with that being said, I would love for us to just take a few moments to just once again, while we're still in this kind of energetic bath, so to speak, to just close our eyes and to just imagine that we are in a circle. Just close your eyes and imagine that we're in a circle and we are all holding hands in this circle. And as you are holding, feel the person's hand in yours. Connect to that larger part of you that knows that we are all one, that we are all of the same spark, that we are family. And I want you to imagine that we're out in the night holding hands, and the skies part and a beautiful solar light comes down through the sky. The most brilliant white light shines down upon us. And this brilliant, beautiful white solar light goes through your crown, through all of our crowns, and fills us up with so much light, the pure light of Source, of God. And as this white light showers down upon us and fills us up with so much love and so much light, imagine now that we rise up, still holding hands. We rise above the earth, and together we share that light with every single person on this earth. Imagine beautiful, brilliant white light shining down upon every single person that is struggling, every single person that is afraid, every single person that is in pain, that's sick, that's worried. See them. See your light coming from you, surrounding and bathing those that need that light. See the faces of humanity. See the faces of those receiving your light. And as more and more light pours through us, we send more and more light down to humanity, to every single person on this earth. We send light to those that wish to divide us, to those that wish to deceive us, to those that wish to be seen by us. We send light to every single person on this earth. It is up to them to receive it or not. but see the faces of humanity, of every descent. Black, brown, red, white, all of humanity. We are of the same spark. We are one. And so as we want to honor ourselves, we want to honor every single person on this earth and grace them with their own path. Just shower the light, this brilliant, beautiful, amazing solar light, just raining upon the earth. And as this happens, see the earth become brighter, more brilliant, more beautiful. Hold the vision of more kindness, of more compassion, of more love. There's so much love on this earth. There's so much generosity on this earth, and see all of that amplifying. See the faces of humanity and know there is hope. A new day is coming, a new way of being, reimagined as we're awakening into a new world, into a new day, into new possibilities. And even as you imagine these possibilities for us, know there's even more available to us. Set in your heart and in your mind to move forward into the new year with more compassion for yourself, more love for yourself, more compassion and love for others. The greatest gift that we can give to those we disagree with is to grace them with their own path and know they are spirit too, and they are here on their own journey, and how they walk their journey is not our business. The way that we walk our journey is our business. The way that we step forward and serve those we're meant to serve, that's our business. So as the solar light flows through you and onto humanity, see the faces and send love to each and every one. There's so much love here for you. You are the light, and we are the way showers. So as we step forward into the new year, decide how you want to show up. Open your hearts and open your mind to embrace the fullness of who you are. and give yourself the love that you so deserve. Be compassionate and easy and playful with yourself. And from that space of giving to yourself, your energy, your vibration echoes out to all of those around you. You don't need to convince them, but by managing your own energy, by showing up in the fullness that you are, that flows through you out to every single person around you. You are the light. Breathe that in. Leave what no longer serves you behind. You've had a year to reflect and to think about what was. Now's the time to set your sights and your focus on the now and what will be and the possibilities of that brand new world. As we move forward into the age of Aquarius, where we are more compassionate and we are equal. We are all of the same spark. No one is less than or more than you. We are one. Breathe that in. Breathe in the love. I see a vision right now of us all with our hands together up in the air, and we're dancing in the streets. And that's how I am going to envision moving forward into the new year. So thank you for being here. So much gratitude to each and every single one of you. Thank you. From my heart to yours, I honor you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much for being here. I so appreciate you. So wrap up all of that stuff that no longer serves you and leave it behind. And reimagine your future and breathe in the possibilities. Thank you. Thank you for showing up. Thank you. So much gratitude in my heart for you. Sorry, getting a little emotional, people. So if you want to unmute yourself for a few moments and just...
Susan, Viwamis, Souli, Kara, thank you so much. Thank you, everybody. So grateful.
Thank you, Nori, for all you do for everyone. Thank you. Thank you. Oh, come and play with me in one of my amazing playgrounds. Coaches on the Rise, Awakening to a New World. Come and play with me. Yes. And Souli, if I cannot say enough about how much her guidance through the counsel of the beings of light has helped me on my own spiritual journey. And I'm so grateful. So definitely, Souli, I don't know if you had the opportunity, if you could
Yeah. It's somewhere there. It's somewhere in the comments there.
Okay,
And also,
maybe.
there's a special offer of the first month free, just to see
Oh,
to
that's so awesome.
see how it fits, if it's a fit for you or not. You know, we'd love to see you in there. If you know, we welcome you. As I say, some of my beautiful pioneers are here with me. You know, they'll be in there as well, so that it's not just me. There's the beautiful pioneers as well. And Susan, thank you as well, because I wouldn't be here doing this if it wasn't for you. So
Thank you.
yeah.
Can you also put a link for people to connect to your heart space on the event page, love?
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
Okay, that way they don't have to dig through it. That would be wonderful. So thank you. Continue to send light and love out to the world. And the more you do that, the more you will receive back for yourself. But it begins with you, right? So send yourself much, much love and appreciation. And when you make a mistake and you fall on your face, because you will, I do a lot. Be kind to yourself and gentle to yourself and just pick yourself up and keep going. And so I am excited to walk with you into the new year, into the age of Aquarius. And I am very excited for what is to come. Just a final note, my guides do tell me by June we're going to be getting back to some semblance of normalcy. So enjoy this time in, in this, as much as you can, in this time to reflect and to decide what it is that you truly want. And yeah, I love you all. So thank you for being here. Bye. Thank you. Big hugs.
Thank you, Susan. Bye. Bye, everyone.
Thank you, Kara.
Thank you.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye. Thank you so
Bye,
much.
everyone.
Blessings.
Bye.
Love to you all. Thank you.